morning, guys. It is Thursday. It's 6:05 a.m. About to head to the gym. This is the best I've felt in a morning probably this semester. It is 9:32 a.m. New York Stock Exchange open. Price is starting to move to the upside without fully rebalancing here, reaching this level of interest for me to enter. So we may not get a trade today. I had a winning trade yesterday. I just didn't have it recorded. So I'm not really pressed about getting a position today, but this would be this is a pro trend trade. It will be following the 4-hour trend, and I'll be willing to take the risk. This would be, entry number one. If price were to keep flowing this would be entry number one right here. Price were to keep flowing to the downside here, I'll probably get another entry here and accept this as a loss initially if that were the case, and take the risk again because both of these trade ideas would follow, my plan. This is an A2 entry. The only difference here, this is an A1 entry as the gap is already printed. Right now, the gap is being filled. It has a potential to be filled within, the next hour or so, or within the next 30 minutes. So if that happens, we'll take the trade, and we're looking to reach previous day's high. Price is not giving me any entry right now. Best case scenario would be we retrace, we pull to the downside, pull back, and then get that rebalance. We get any type of rebalance within the next hour, I'm willing to take it. If not, then no trade for me today. I don't need to get in a trade every day. Getting in a trade every day is just opening myself up to risk, unnecessary risk. Had a winning trade yesterday, but it would be cool to get one today as well, and then take Friday off. Hey guys, just left class. It was a good class session. We had a quiz. Walking back to the car now. Ended up not taking any positions today in the market. Really a calm day. Really nothing happened. No opportunity for me to take a position was even granted. We did everything that we were supposed to do as far as waking up in the morning, going to the gym, to where my mind could be awake, had a little bit of black tea, give me some caffeine. No trade was taken, and that's totally fine. We move on with the day. No opportunity is missed that is not meant for you, especially when you prepare and do what you're supposed to do on your end. And I can confidently say I did that.
Yo, what's good? What you about to do? Oh, y'all about to leave right now? Oh, okay, bet. When y'all get back? Oh, okay. Say less. Be safe, bro. I'll talk to you later. Thanks, bro. On the way to work right now. I feel like I didn't really make much progress towards my trading goals. I mean, no trades for me today. There was nothing for me to take that would have followed my system. So the biggest thing, in my opinion, whenever I feel like this, is for me to realize that I'm attributing my progress to a certain outcome, which most times in life, that's how things work. If you are getting a certain outcome, right, or you're seeing a certain result, that's an indication of progress. And it's usually a tangible result. But I think that for me, in this situation that most traders are in, as a trader, when you aren't taking trades, when you aren't taking, positions when you aren't supposed to, you're doing the right thing. And the only negative about that is you don't necessarily feel the effects of it, or you don't see the progress that is being gained from doing what you're supposed to do by not taking a position. And I think that's something that a lot of us traders struggle with. We'll make a good decision by not forcing a move, and then right after that we'll feel like, we're not doing we're not making any progress, so then we'll force something to happen. We'll force a trade that isn't really there, that we know really doesn't fit within our best interest financially, or even just risk-wise. I took the time to review my journal over the past 2 months, so March and April, right? And see, based on which variables, what are my most profitable trades? What types of trades, what time, which direction are my most profitable trades? If I enter between 9 and 9:29 a.m., but pre-9:30, pre-New York Stock Exchange, I have over I believe an 80% win rate, around 81% win rate. And I have a 0% loss rate, meaning I'm either winning or breaking even on my counter trend trades that are taken pre-9:30. I think that's a very interesting thing, just because it's showing me that different things work for different people, and I can't take what works for the average person or what works for some people and just apply it to myself without thinking about different possibilities as to what may make me a profitable trader. I actually find it kind of funny that my most profitable trades are my counter trend trades before the New York Stock Exchange. And the reason I say that is because prior to February of this year, I only traded after 9:30. So from last year April, I believe, last year June to this year March, I only took trades after 9:30. Now trading before 9:30, my most profitable trades happened before that time. So I was kind of stonewalling myself from seeing the possibilities of good trades, of profits, of positive trades, by not being open to taking a trade pre-9:30, pre-New York Stock Exchange. I have no winning trades past 11 a.m. All my trades after 11 a.m. are all losing. Mind you, I've only taken 4, but all of them have lost. And I looked back at, what the trade looked like itself on their chart, and none of them were really good trades. None of them were really solid, as far as, they moved up to profit and then came back down. No, they were just straight negative trades. When I'm on the charts in the morning looking to possibly take advantage of an opportunity, I know the likelihood of me succeeding or the likelihood of me profiting or losing a position. I think that gives me a lot more confidence in knowing what types of trades am I open to taking depending on where my P&L is at. So if I'm at break even, I'm really only looking to take trades between 9 and 9:29, or trades before 9:30, right? Because those are my most profitable trades. Those are my highest win rate trades. I believe those are also my highest risk reward trades. So my R multiple trades, those are my highest R multiple trades as well, probably. Now, if I'm up 3, 4, 5% and a pro trend trade that happens at 10 a.m. or 10:30 a.m. that has a good risk reward, I would be willing to take it because I have a cushion. So seeing different things, seeing how the probability of different types of setups at different types of times or different time frames helps me better choose what weapon I'm willing to use and when I'm willing to press the trigger on a trade at any given moment. But if I'm at break even, hell no, you're not taking a trade at 11 a.m. You're not doing that because that's going to set you behind most likely. You have a 0% win rate. You literally have only lost with trades after 11 a.m. Documenting data points, going back and actually reviewing it is something that I have struggled with. Taking the time to really do in-depth review, and I reviewed for about 30 minutes, an hour yesterday. Not an hour, like 20, 30 minutes. And was able to catch these little things, these little insights, which make me want to journal more, which make me want to get more data points to be able to tailor things more. Because eventually, if I really just want to have an 80% win rate, or overall round it off to maybe a 70% win rate over the long run, I'm only going to take certain types of trades, right? And that's going to reduce my trading volume, my entry volume, but it's going to increase my likelihood of profitable trades. My likelihood of profitability, my expectancy is probably going to increase. It inspires me to keep going versus just like I believe I got in the habit of just putting data in Notion, in the sheet, and kind of just just putting it there, like not doing anything with it. But not journaling would have prevented me from having this experience of being able to see really what is working and what isn't working. My most profitable setups versus my setups that don't do extremely well, and I'm grateful for that. I'm proud that me journaling is something that's working, that I am getting tangible results from. I don't feel the tangible result from not forcing a position or not forcing a trade, but whenever yesterday when I'm looking at that, I'm looking at, okay, if I'm taking a trade between 9 and 9.29 that is a counter trend trade, I'm most likely going to win. I have at least a 70-80% chance of winning the trade. And it just drops the closer I get to 11 a.m. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking at the charts at 11 a.m. I'll obviously keep an eye on the charts until around lunchtime, which is around 12. It's showing me that maybe taking trades at 11 a.m. aren't the move. Maybe it's not something I should be doing. Unless I start getting an overwhelming surge of profitable trades at 11 a.m. But I'm almost at work here. I'll talk to you guys after work. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know this video has been not as eventful. It's been pretty boring so far as trading. But this isn't a trading channel. This is my life. And me trying to be as honest as I can be. Or just be honest. Me just being honest throughout it all. It's 11:53 right now. I feel like I've lived this night over and over again. Just looking I just feel deja vu, seeing these storefronts. Obviously I look at them, every time I come to work, but seeing them at night after, the shift's over, it's not a new feeling. I was doing some thinking while I was cleaning up the store, and I had a thought that comes to mind sometimes, but I've never really addressed it verbally, much less in front of a camera. Thinking about the fact that my bar for self-acceptance is so high that many days I'm not happy with myself. And since I'm not happy with myself, I'm not as happy with the people that are happy with me. Because I think that I don't deserve it. I think that I'm not worthy of it. There aren't many days out of the week that I really feel happy with myself and the decisions that I've made throughout the day, or I'm not happy with the decisions that I've made throughout the day, therefore I'm not happy with myself and my progress and my current stance in life. It could be regarding trading, sleep, food, how much I eat, how much I don't eat, when I stop eating, how much I participate in class. I think that a burden of self-improvement, and I think that a burden of self-awareness can be, for certain types of people, I think that I fall into this category. When you realize that you can do better, you hold yourself to that standard. And you realize that, perfection is possible, but it's the path to reaching there it's so thin. It's a narrow path. And nowadays it's so hard to stay on that narrow path. It's so hard to stay on that narrow way. You can start off having a great day, making all the right decisions, but with the power of self-reflection, or with the ability to self-reflect, you're able to see, I made this one mistake here at around this time throughout the day when I should have done this instead, and it somewhat derailed my progress or my trajectory as to how the day went. And I think that for me and, you know, some of my guy friends close to me, like Ryan, Candle Lectures, like we look at it like, how much of our day did we maximize? How much of our day did we reach our full potential? Like, did we maximize the opportunities that were presented throughout the day? Did we maximize on the time that we had throughout the day? And if the answer is no, and the answer keeps on being no after 2-3 times of it happening, is it self-sabotage? Is it human error? Or is it human nature, or is it self-sabotage? Is it a crime, or is it innocent distraction? I don't know, man. I think that's something that I've been thinking about a lot over the past, you know, few months this year. Something I've really been thinking about, you know, internally, just kind of reflecting on, like, the fact that in order for me to really feel happy with myself, like, I have to wake up, go to the gym, eat a healthy breakfast or whatever, right? Get on the charge, be on the charge by like 8:30, 8:15, 8:30. Even like while having had time the previous night to build some form of analysis and potential movements that the market may make. Get on the charts, follow my plan, follow my system, and make money, which is not guaranteed, and it's not going to happen every day. And then after that, work on something else that's super productive, and then make myself feel really good about these things that I check off the list. You know, eat around 5-6 p.m. Do some more work, read a book, journal, be in bed by 10 p.m. And in order for me to really feel happy with myself, like if I have that type of day, I'm like, man, that was a perfect day. That was an amazing, not a perfect day, but that was an amazing day. That was a picture perfect day for me. I feel like I'm making tangible progress towards the life that I want to live. I'm not living like that right now. Maybe that's part of the reason why I do have these negative feelings towards myself at times that linger, that feel like a truth about myself when they're not true. It's all gonna work out, and I tell myself that I have to just do my best with the time that I have and really do my best, and everything's gonna work out the way that it's supposed to work out. I think back to, you know, the days when, you know, before college, or even my freshman and sophomore year in college, when I didn't have to work this much. I didn't have bills and this and that and things to pay for. And I had the ability to wake up, go to all my classes, do my homework, and, you know, maybe get a healthy dinner, eat dinner, read a book for a little while, and go to sleep. I'll do anything to be able to do that right now. But part of me feels like this had to happen so that I could really realize what I had and what I want to get back to, right? So this camera's about to die. Pretty good day. We're gonna go and, you know, attack tomorrow. Have a good day, you know, physically, mentally, spiritually, financially. We're gonna have a good day in all 4 of those categories. Do something to have an achievement in those 4 categories. So, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night or a great day, whatever time you're watching this. The world is yours and everything in it. Talk to y'all later. See ya.